Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning for me. I just literally jumped out of bed, grabbed a cup of coffee, and I'm sitting on my porch right now. So I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk with you and kind of share what's on my heart. And I believe that this will be a blessing for you. Um, Maybe I should have kind of woke up a little bit more. Look at me. It's all good, though. I'm going to roll with it because I've got this word on my heart, and I think that somebody needs this. So I want to talk to you about the Pool of Bethesda. I know that people that go to our church and know me. I use this story a lot, but it's so heavy with so much deep example of Christ, so much revelation, and it's just good. It's just good. So John 5 is where I'm going. The Gospel of John 5, New Testament, from the New Living, or from the Living Bible translation. It says here, after Jesus returned to Jerusalem from one of the Jewish holidays, inside the city near the sheep gate was the Bethesda pool with 5 covered platforms and porches surrounding it. Crowds of sick folks, lame, blind, or with paralyzed limbs, laid in these platforms, waiting for a certain moment of the water. Verse 4 says, "For an angel of the Lord would come down from time to time and disturb the water, and the first person that was able to get in became healed." So, verse 5, one of the men laying there had been sick for 38 years, and Jesus saw him and knew that he had been there for a long time and asked him this question: would you like to get well? I think, there's a lot of times that we can sometimes think that the adversary has singled us out. But I want to tell you that even greater than that, I believe God has singled you out. He knows exactly where you're at. He knows exactly how long you've been there, and he knows exactly what he's got for you. So in all of this, he says to him, would you like to get well? The other side of that is sometimes we get stuck in our situations. We think that God forgets about us. We think that, he's not going to answer my prayers. I've cried, I've tithed, I've sowed, I've fasted, I've jumped through all kinds of religious, biblical hoops, and have done everything, and still nothing has manifested or happened for me on the level that I'm looking for. But here he is, knowing his whole situation, knowing how long he was, saying to him, would you like to get well? Do you want to be healed? Do you want to be free? Do you want to change your life pattern? So the guy answers Jesus back, and he's like, I can't, because every time I go to the pool, when the water's turned, somebody either gets there before me or somebody cuts me off, and it just doesn't happen. This has been going on for 38 years, remind you. So Jesus says to him, stand up, roll up your sleeping mat, or a little mat you're sitting on, and go home. And instantly the man was healed, rolled up his mat, and began to walk. So this is a couple different things. It was done on a Sabbath, which is no for a religious tradition. Jewish tradition. You're not supposed to heal anybody on a Sabbath. That's why Jesus did stuff like that, because he's like, I'm trying to break you out of your pattern, y'all. So he says here, tells a man to stand up. So first off, the guy was only basing what Jesus was asking for on what he had seen. And sometimes we can base what God's going to do in our future based on things as we see right now, based on our experiences. And I keep looking at my iPad. I hope you don't think I'm being rude and not just like eyeballing you. But so here, this guy had to come out of his old thought pattern and to accept what Jesus was saying to him at that point, right here and now. Sometimes it's old thought patterns that can keep us in bondage. It's old thought patterns, old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things that can keep us in a loop of not seeing total breakthrough. So, the man was instantly healed. He was singled out by Jesus and completely set free. Now, I want you to know that you have been singled out by God. You have been singled out to be free. You've been singled out for a blessing. I believe that with this story as an example, that you are getting ready to walk into an amazing season, because it says right here, the man got up and walked. It's time for you to walk into the blessing and into the favor that God has for you and for your life. Your life doesn't have to be as it is right now. It doesn't have to stay that way always. I believe there's something new coming to you from God. A new way, a new fashion. It's going to break the mold. It's going to accelerate you. This guy didn't have to rely on anybody else. He just reached his hand up. Jesus took his hand, lifted him up, and he walked. Last portion I want to leave with you is this. Jesus told him to take the mat with him, roll it up and take it with you. A couple different things here, I guess. Sometimes when we move from one level to another, we can leave our trash behind. So let's be clean about it. Let's be cool about it. Let's not leave things in a hot mess when God transitions you from one level to the next level. The other thing is that he took his mat with him. I believe that Jesus wanted him to have that mat as a reminder of God answers prayer, and Jesus is on the way to help you. That's my word of hope, my word of encouragement for you. Have a blessed day. Whenever you watch this, if it's at night or whenever, in the morning or midday, that God will bless you richly, and that your season of being stuck and jammed and not able to move because you're in a semi-paralytic state, that God would raise you up and accelerate you into the destiny that he has for you. I appreciate you. God bless. Bye-bye.